For anyone who's just joining, welcome to the Ghost Hack Black Friday live stream. Sorry about the not very smooth intro right now. We had some trouble in some previous versions before. I had to switch microphones. I had to go from an interface to just using my Blue Yeti here. My system liked that a lot better, and Facebook seems to like that a lot better too. But the goal for today is for me to take an acapella from, let's see, what was this called again? The Ghost Hack the Ultimate Acapella Collection, which is available in Ghost Hack's Black Friday sale. If you go to our website, there's a little button at the top of the screen that can take you to the Black Friday sale, where you will also find a video of me kind of explaining what's going on with this Black Friday sale. There's a lot of different packs available, and they're at very inexpensive prices, so you should go and take advantage of that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these packs that are being sold in the Black Friday sale to create a background track, I don't know what style quite yet, to one of the acapellas in this Ultimate Acapella Collection. And there are a good amount of acapellas to choose from here. There are a lot. Sounds much better. Clear audio again. Great. Sounds awesome. Cool. Alright, well, if there are any further problems, let me know. And if you have any questions, you can post them in the chat, and either me or someone else from Ghost Hack might be able to get to you and help you out. So I guess we can just hop right into this right here, and we can take a listen to some of the acapellas. Maybe I can just go by through BPM or tempo. Let's see, 140 could be nice. 150 would be fine. If I want to make something trappy, it could be 140. Let me see. Oh, it comes with MIDI too. Great. Maybe we have some chords and stuff as well. Let's see what this vocal sounds like. We're at 140.
What does it mean to be happy? 'Cause it looks like we all don't know. Glass half full or empty. Man, we just putting on a show.
Okay, that one sounds pretty good. It sounds pretty clean.
No, I try to find a purpose in my life to drive me, to guide me. Oh, doctor, I feel dead inside.
Alright, that actually sounds really good. I like how that kind of, that melodious part at the end, it really flows together. Let me see what else we got as well. There's a few from Megan right here. Let's check out somebody else maybe. Let's go here. Oh, we got some auto-tune vocals and tune vocals.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Baila, baila conmigo. Arriba y abajo.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
Ni me apagamos nunca. Baila, baila conmigo. Que yo al paso te sigo. Seamos más que amigos.
Yeah, I'm going to shelf that because that sounds very good. I may come back to that. I like how that sounds. But let's see what else we got here. I just want to make sure I kind of go through and find one that'll work really, really well for the stream. We got a few acapellas right here. 110. I kind of like 110.
Why do you only call me when you're lonely? Why don't you just call to say you miss me? Tell me why you only call so late. If this is the way it's gonna go, let me know and I'll walk away.
That one's pretty smooth as well. We got Dimitri here. I know Dimitri has a very good voice.
I was broken hearted,
This seems to be
but
Allie.
you found me. Yeah, you found me. I was afraid to restart. I'm made up of pieces from the ones I've loved.
100 BPM is a little slow, but it would be good for kind of pop, maybe tropical house, something like that. Lastly, I think I'm going to listen to Omar, see what Omar has to offer.
What you doing? Baby, you must think that I've been clueless. Darling, don't know who you think you're fooling. It ain't me though.
This is at 150. I think this sounds really good.
What you doing? Baby, you must think that I've been clueless. Darling, don't know who you think you're fooling.
I might go with this one.
If it's real love, then I'll try. But I can't lie.
Ooh.
I'm losing my cool. I'm losing my cool. I can't live with losing you. And I'll try. But I can't lie, I'm losing my cool. I can't live with losing you.
Alright, I think I am going to go with this one because this one sounds very good. And it's at 150, which would make it really good for maybe something trappy. That could be pretty fun. Let me change this to line.
What you doing?
Let's see, it should probably start the one on doing right there.
What you doing? Baby, you must think that I've been clueless.
Yeah, that sounds like it'd be pretty good. So let's make sure it starts right there so we don't get confused. We can start kind of making a rhythm, making a beat. So something hip-hoppy and trappy might be pretty good. Let's go right here, and I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of all the audio that we used before by purging unused audio clips. Now we just have the blank, the sampler, and the vocal we have right there. So let's get some drums in here. Let's just go ahead and get some drums. We already have trap and hip hop essentials right here, so I think this can provide a good amount of drums. If I remember going through these were pretty nice. Let's find a kick, maybe something nice and thumpy. That's a thumpy one. A lot of these sound really good. I'm gonna go with this one because you can hear it. You can't only just feel it, but it's still subtle in the background. Let's find a snare. We might even take some snares and claps. I actually do know I want to layer that. Maybe that one? Let's just get a beat going. See, I definitely like this one right here. Or no, sorry, this one right here. But I want to find a different snare. Maybe a snap. It sounds like something for the intro. I can dig that. I can dig that. Let's see, let's route this into 1. This one will go into 3, and this one will go into 2 because this is kind of the main one. Right there. Let's go out. We're a little quiet here. These things are a little quiet, so I'm going to go ahead and add what I like to add on a lot of drums, which is the wave shaper. A little bit of hard clip there, and it makes it a lot louder. And I'm going to do the same for this one because this is the main one. Tell me if this ever gets too loud for you guys. 'Cause it sounds pretty good to me. And this one, I think I can just turn up with the limiter. I don't think it needs to get hard clipped. And obviously this is a pretty simple rhythm right here. We're going to make something a little more complex.
What you doing? Baby, you must think that I've been clueless. Darling, don't know who you think you're.
Yeah, I think that could work out pretty well. So what I'm going to do here is actually something a little bit different. I tend to do this a lot, especially when I'm doing sidechaining. But I'm going to go like this right here, and this is going to be my kick channel. So I can just rename this right here, kick, and then I will do the same right here, except I'll make it unique. And then I will change this to the snare. And then this will be easier than just making a pattern like doing all the little things inside the pattern. I can still do it in the playlist, but have the control that a pattern can give, such as maybe adding a sidechain trigger. That's something I like to do a lot, and I may do that a little bit later. I'll figure out how I'm gonna do my sidechains. But for right now, this is the snare, or at least the main snare.
Doing.
And then we're gonna have to make these a lot smaller so we can create a rhythm.
Doing. Baby, you must.
And let's just make a simple beat right here.
Doing, baby, you must think that I've been doing, baby, you must think. Doing, baby, you must think that I've been. clueless, 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 darling, don't clueless, darling, don't know who you think you're fooling.
Okay, I just want to get a basic beat so we know sort of what we're doing and like the vibe that we're working with here. Alright, I'm also going to route these vocals right into a track just to make sure we have this done. This is going to go into 20. I'm going to route it in 20 so I have room for the drums in the earlier phases.
Losing it, it's a real love. Then I'll try, but I can't lie. I'm losing my cool. I'm losing my cool.
Alright, just to make sure that we have everything sort of on the grid, I'm actually going to get rid of this part right now. Just for right now, so we know we're starting on the 1. Just to make sure I know exactly where everything's laid out. So this would be after 4.
Try, but I can't lie. I'm losing my cool.
And that would be the 1 again.
I'm losing my cool. I can't live with losing you.
And there would be the 1.
And I'll try, but I can't lie.
1.
I'm losing my cool.
Yeah, so that one gets a little more complex as far as how the rhythm goes. So I'm actually going to start here.
Try, but I can't lie. I'm losing my cool.
Like that.
Try, but I can't lie. I'm losing my cool.
Alright, let's get some hi-hats going. Just a little bit of hi-hats. There's a lot of different hats to choose from. These sounds are great. Yeah, I definitely want this one. That's cool. One that's a little looser. That one's good.
Try, but I can't lie. I'm losing my cool.
And we're just trying to get a basic rhythm down here. And then the fast sort of hi-hats are going to be done with this smaller one, because it seems like it's going to be a lot better for it. This one is going to get routed into 4.
Try, but I can't lie.
And this one, the small one, can be routed into 5. And then we have all our things that we have so far kind of routed in.
Try, but I can't lie. I'm right.
Yeah. Let me make sure that these are the right length so we can go ahead and paste them wherever we want, because we're going to make some slightly faster patterns with these hi-hats. So we can do something like this. It's sort of a mix of sort of hip-hop, trappy, popish kind of vibes.
But I can't lie. But I can't.
And then we can go even faster on specific parts. See, maybe this part right here. If I can, oh, I have all of them highlighted, of course. Right here, I can add double.
But I can't lie. But I can't lie.
Yeah, like that. It sounds pretty good. And let me just zoom in right here, because all these have to be brought in so I know where I can place them.
But I can't lie.
And then we can duplicate this one more time and then just make some slight changes.
I'm losing. I'm losing.
Let's take this here.
I'm losing my cool. I'm losing my. I'm losing my cool.
And then we can duplicate this, and I want to take another small snare. I want to do the classic little hip-hop ghost snares. So I'm going to go in here and grab a snare, and then I'm going to get stuff from other packs as well, because I don't want to just use this pack. That one's pretty good. I think I want to use this one.
But I can't lie.
So I can take this and pitch it up.
I'm losing my.
Yeah, that'll be our ghost snare that we can use in those situations. So we're going to route this one into 6 right here. It's going to go right into 6, and now I'm just going to label everything just so we know what we're doing here. I'm going to try to be speedy with this as possible. I'm not the fastest producer in the world, but I'm trying to get stuff done for you guys. And this is going to be the snare layer. So we got the layer. This is going to be the big hat. This one's the big hat, and then this one's the small hat. Keeping it simple. And this will be the ghost, not ghost hack, the ghost snare.
I'm losing my cool. I'm losing my cool. Losing.
Let's see. That sounds pretty good.
I'm losing my cool. I'm losing my cool. I can't live with losing you.
All right, and now let's get some sort of chord progression going here, just with a piano, so we know exactly sort of the vibe that our track is going to be. So let's go back into the Ultimate Acapella Collection, because this one may have came with a MIDI file. Some of them did. Let's see, was this Omar? Pretty sure it was.
What you do?
Yeah, this was. And there's the MIDI file. Awesome. So let's just open up a piano. Let's create a new pattern. Let's open up piano, addictive keys. And let me just pick the piano preset that I usually use, because it sounds pretty good. Very nice. And MIDI. See, what do we got here? Awesome. We got chords and we got some harmonies. I'm going to throw this up 1 octave. I think that sounds really good, actually. Oh yeah. It sounds kind of epic as well. Let's see how this works.
Doing, baby, you must think that I've been clueless. Darling, don't know who you think you're fooling. It ain't me though.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
If it's a real love, then I'll try. But I can't lie. I'm losing my cool. I'm losing my cool. I can't live with losing.
And it was a little off.
You. And I'll try, but I can't lie. I'm losing my cool. I can't live with losing you.
All right, and that chord progression just helped me out so dang much. I know what I'm doing in the track like here. You know what I'm saying? That was really quick. You have the acapella and the progression, instant ideas, and then just throwing down a basic drum beat. It starts to sound like a track. So cool. We're looking real good. I do think I want to keep the piano just because every time I throw something in a piano, it sounds so good. So I think I'm going to keep the piano. I'm not going to use it maybe as the main instrument. I'm going to use other things as well. But I now know what I'm doing for this vibe. Where did I originally put the vocals? Yeah, the vocals are here. So this would be the main vocals. We're probably going to edit the vocals to have some cool variations and maybe do some cool effects with them as well. This one will be the piano. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and process a little bit of the vocals.
Doing, baby, you must think that I've been clueless. Darling, don't know who you think you're fooling.
So So the first thing, these vocals look pretty well EQ'd.
Doing, baby, you must think that I've been clueless, darling. Don't.
Yeah, it really cuts off right there, so I think we're good in that department. Actually, what I'm going to do is throw some serum effects on it, which I really like doing because it's cool to have all the effects just right there and not have to fill up all these slots. You know, I guess I could do that in Patcher as well if I was used to it, but I want to just add the effects that they have here. A slight bit of chorus. I like doing this with my vocals. I have a little chorus preset.
Doing, baby, you must think that.
It just spreads it out a lot.
Doing, baby, you must think that I've been clueless.
Just a slight bit of space. Most people probably won't notice it, but I notice it especially if I were to take it off.
Doing,
It just sounds kind of dry and in the middle. So a slight bit of delay.
doing, baby, you must think that I've been clueless, darling. Don't know who you think you're fooling. Doing, baby, you must think that I've been clueless.
Yeah, just not that much delay, just a little bit. And then maybe Hall.
Doing, baby, you must think that I've been clueless, darling.
You can hear the really smooth high end that was recorded and, you know, like processed in this vocal.
Baby, you must think that I've been clueless, darling. Don't know who you think you're fooling. Doing, baby, you must think that I've been clueless.
And because this vocal is processed the way that it is, I don't even think I have to add much compression at all. Like if I were to add it, it'd probably be too much.
Doing, baby, you must think that I've been clueless, darling. Don't.
Yeah, it's a little much. I'm just not down with that. But I will add a little bit of, not multi-band compression like that, but just, you know, rolling off the top and making sure that it doesn't peak too much.
Doing, baby, you must think that I've been clueless, darling. Don't know who you think you're fooling.
Maximus is an amazing compressor.
Doing, baby, you must think that I've been clueless, darling. Don't know who you think you're fooling. Doing.
And this is also good if you add the compression after the delay and the reverb, then it will also kind of compress those together and make your vocal mix sound a little bit fuller. You can go too far with it. Keep in mind, don't do that too much, but it tends to sound pretty nice if you're just doing it a little bit like this.
Doing, baby, you must think that I've been clueless, darling. Don't know who you think you're fooling. Doing, baby, you must think that I've been clueless. Doing, baby, you must think that I've been clueless. Then I'll try, but I can't lie. I'm losing my cool. I'm losing my cool.
So I think this part is going to be kind of the main part, so I want to focus on this part right here, and then I can deal with that sort of intro as well. So we're online. Let's see.
But I can't lie. I'm losing my cool.
See, am I clipping? Yeah, I don't want to clip. I don't know if you guys have been hearing clipping. I don't want to do that. I'm going to go right here, just do this, and add a little bit of threshold to saturation.
But I can't lie. I'm losing my cool.
So I'm just sort of limiting a little bit with that hard clip. Alright, let's see what other instruments we can add here. I definitely want to add some strings. I think that would be very interesting. So I'm going to go into FL Studio's plugin. Wait a minute. Maybe, are there some strings here? Maybe there are. Orchestral Essentials. What kind of stuff do we have here? I forgot about these. Oh, we have one-shots. These are cool. They're quiet. They're quiet at first. They're a little harder to hear, but if I'm good at music theory, which I'm not great, maybe I can find the correct chords to go here. Let's see. Yeah, got an E and a G. That's just the 1 and the 3. So we don't even have a 5th in here. Well, did we say this is E? This is an E, correct? Yeah, this is definitely an E. E major, just kind of E minor. It's a 7th. Let's see, E minor. I can always pitch these around as well. Oh, it's E flat. It sounds very ominous. E major. Let's see. I could also do like a D minor maybe. These are all they're very organized, right? It's probably my fault for not being quite as savvy with music theory as maybe other people are, especially if you're making orchestral music like this. But all I want to do is find a good minor chord. It's maybe not a 7th or a 9th, maybe if I can find a 5th or something. See, we've got a 4th. Don't really want that. I could work with that one. That one could actually work out pretty good. It sounds sort of ancient almost. Yeah, it's a 5th, 6th. I feel like I could almost make my own chord progression out of these. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try that, because it seems like all of these right here might be able to pitch them around. So I'm just gonna throw this in here, and then I'm also gonna throw that one. Well, this is kind of a major. Oh no, it's a 5th. It doesn't matter. There, maybe you can hear that a little bit better. I'm going to throw this one in here. I'm just going to make sure I have anything I would need to work with. That's a sustain. I don't know if I want the sustained. That's just the strings. What do I have for the loops? That sounds very good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this. This is an E. So this is a D. So we need to pitch it down to be a C. And this is already a C. Cool. It's fun to play that on the keyboard. So let me align this with the piano and see if I can sort of make something. Nice, good to see you. Oh, there's more chat. I wasn't looking at the chat. My bad. It wasn't automatically scrolling. Is that a 4-note arp? Arp is good. See, that go great with the melody. Like ta-ta-ta, ta-ta-ta. Do-do-do. Yeah, arp is a good idea. I definitely will. Yeah, sorry about that. My chat wasn't automatically refreshing for me. Had to refresh it. And then this one. It's kind of a strange one. But it might still work. Could be completely wrong, but... Nope, it definitely works. I think I can just take this right here and I can layer it with this guy, because they're two slightly different ones. And then I can maybe throw this up one octave. Yeah, I actually think that sounds pretty good. Sounds kind of fake, but I really don't care that much. Like, this is still technically electronic music. So I'm going to go ahead and make this unique. And then, because I don't want to copy both things over, and then just delete the piano. Yeah, that's a good atmosphere, and it sounds more real with those strings from the Orchestral Essentials than it would be if I had used like one of the free like string VSTs from FL Studio. Even though they sound all right, it's not quite the same. So I'm going to route these into here, and I'm going to call these strings. And then reverb. There already is natural reverb built in, which is pretty nice, but I want to just accentuate this. See, how stereo are we right now? Let's see. Where's the stereo plugin? I always miss it. There it is. Here we go.
But I can't lie, I'm losing my cool. I'm losing my cool. I'm losing my cool. Can't live with losing.
So someone suggested an ARP. I think I am going to. I think I wanted to at the end of the bar add a sustained string chord to lead back to the root. That is true. I could add some sort of sustain.
But I can't lie, I'm losing my cool.
I think I know, like you're saying, I may come back to that after I add the ARP, but I do want to add an ARP because that sounds it would work out like it would work out very well. Yeah, maybe we have some. I could pull up Serum and use one of the essentials. A pluck from the Essentials for Serum Volume 2, which is right there. But I already have it loaded in here. Essentials for Serum Volume 2. Let's find an ARP. There's some interesting ones in here. So there's pluck. Well, we have the like there are a few ARPs already built in, but I don't know if they're going to go with the progression very well. Nah, it's too dark. It's not the worst, but nah, I'm gonna have to make it follow the progression. Nah, that's a bass. Let's go in here and just take the plucks. I'm actually going to use this for a completely different purpose. I really like how it sounds. So I'm just going to clone it and get an actual ARP here. Get an actual, like, melodic pluck. Let's maybe turn down the hardness. Yeah, I like how that sounds. So we have the piano chords, so we can easily make an ARP from this. So this is just that. Let's copy this and new pattern. Go into here and bring it back. Oh, resizing. There we go. And so I guess we could add. I guess we can just go ahead and add the fifth. Yeah, that'll be fine. And FL Studio can automatically arpeggiate this. I wonder if I just test this out down one octave. It's a little hard and heavy. It's kind of kicking in the mids. I might be able to fix that. Maybe just with a little bit of EQ. Let's just see how this sounds. I might change it up, but let's see. I like how the bell sounds. I like it. It's got to be mixed in. It's a little too loud, but it does sound pretty good. Let's see, 23. 23. Nice. And I'm going to go ahead and, not that EQ. No one likes that. Let's go into here. And it's a little harsh up the top there. Let's see, the vocal, I went through in a video that I believe is already released out. I was talking about kind of tips for mixing, and especially when it comes to mixing vocals. And what you like to do is vocal kind of sits here between the 1K and 4K hertz range. Unfortunately, the bell is sitting there a lot as well. But we do want the vocal to stick out from the bell, so I'm just going to lower right here. Because that's where a lot of the consonants and a lot of the pronunciation of the vocal actually sits, is right in this range. So if we give it a little place to sit, it'll sit in the mix a little better.
But I can't lie, I'm losing my cool. But I can't lie, I'm losing my cool. I'm losing my cool. I can't live with losing.
And I still know what somebody was saying in the chat here about the sustains. Let's see, great. There's some movement in the stereo field. That is true. I may pan it around a little bit, but I want to just get stuff down before I get a little too detailed with other things as well. I just want to get the instruments down that need to be down in order to kind of fill out the mix here, just to make the best use of my time. So I found the bass that I like. I like this bass. And it's not going to be the sub bass. It isn't the sub bass. I'm going to cut the sub and add a different sub. But we're not going to do that. It already has a harmony built in. It's a little low. Maybe I can raise this up one octave. I actually think that would sound pretty good. Maybe I could switch these up between octaves, but let's get the tempo in here. I think I know exactly what I want to do. I want to make it swing a little bit. Like that. It's kind of a common pattern. And the low end will be muddy because it is going kind of low in octaves, but we can cut it.
But I can't lie, I'm losing my.
That actually goes really well with the strings. I wouldn't have expected it to go that good with the strings, but it actually really did work. Cool. Let's route this into 23. I'm assuming there's nothing in... Oh, wait, there is something in 23. What's in 23? Oh, the bell, of course. So there is a tad bit of reverb. I don't think I want to add more reverb. I just want to cut this sub. Maybe I can compress it a little bit. Should I use Sound Goodizer? Nah, it just gives it too much in the high end. Let's go in here. This way we're already kind of compressing the natural tail instead of trying to add a tail through a reverb that might get a little too muddy. Let's just do it this way.
But I can't lie. My cool, I'm losing my cool.
Oh yeah, gotta repeat this. Got a lot of different things going here, and it's sounding pretty good.
But I can't lie, I'm losing my cool. I'm can't live with losing you. Now try.
I might be able to do something stereo with the ARP, like someone was saying in the chat here. Let's see, to work on GarageBand, yeah. By just using this little free plugin called Pancake 2. Now, what somebody might have been referring to is having the ARPs going ding, 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 kind of like that. However, I don't know if I want that. I think that might be actually a little distracting in this sense. So what I want to do is I just want to add some subtle panning movement. Again, this is a free plugin. Just sort of left and right here. This calls for more delay because there is a lot of gaps between these vocals. Let's get some sound effects going in here. I want some sort of maybe down sweeps or like an impact or something just to fill out some more space. Let's see, where could I find that? Mega drums, tension. Tension might be a little too epic, but there's a lot of really good sounds in here. Impacts. Maybe I can find one that's more subtle. Now it's a little quiet, you may not be able to hear it, but there are a lot of different overtones and like Foley on top of these. Kind of like the gravity. Want to use that kind of in the background. Let's see. This could be louder.
Then I'll try, but I can't lie. I'm losing with losing you.
Yeah, you can hear that. Just kind of rumble in the back, and we are going to take out the sub.
With losing you.
Just a little bit of rumble helps a lot. Downshifters. Yeah, these are pretty ambient and epic. We're not quite in that vibe right now, so let's see what else we can get. What else haven't we used? Maybe there's some stuff in drum and bass. There's a bunch of different things to look down here. Downlifters. This one's good. It's simple, and I really like just throwing a white noise downlifter in here.
But I can't lie. I'm losing my cool. I'm losing my cool. Can't live with losing you. Now try, but I can't lie. I'm losing my cool.
Awesome. And see what else. If we want some crash cymbals, that could be pretty interesting. Where could we get crash cymbals? Future Bass Essentials. I believe there are some in here. Some hats and cymbals. I like this one, especially for kind of trappish beats. I'm definitely going to take one to sort of reverse. Yeah, this one's getting reversed. And that's going right here. Too loud. Oh, I could end it early. Could go like this. That might work as well. Either of those could work, honestly. So let's go in here. See what else people are saying. Ping pong left, right. Yeah. Definitely for delays, always ping pong. And I'm just going to route all the cymbals into one track because they sound pretty good. Cymbals, did I spell that right? Nope. There we go. And it's going to go into 7. So this one, right into 7. And I can control the individual volumes just right here in the track. 6, 7. Oh yeah, that impact sounds pretty nice. Impact. So this was 8. Do this out a little bit. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And just so it doesn't interfere with the sub bass. Cool. Awesome. Alright, so we got some good sound effects going. And the downshifter. I just want to stay organized. Lifter. Stay organized just to make sure I know where everything is and we can be as efficient as possible. Alright, what do I need to add next? I need to add some kind of pad. I need to add a pad. Not the synth hits. I need, maybe there's a pad somewhere else. See where else we can find some pad. Dark matter. Ambient motion. Ambient motion has good things for that. Let's see. Drones, pads, and atmospheres. Maybe just that first one would be best. Like, that first one sounds pretty clean. And maybe I could pitch it down, because it is pretty high pitched. Let's take these chords. And I love that the MIDI was included. That helped me out so dang much. I didn't have to, like, construct a chord progression to fit all this. It already has one. Oh. We gotta go in here. We can either go right click to cut itself, or you can go like this. You can go in here and sort of manipulate it this way. So I can turn the envelope and go like this. And the hold can be anywhere. And then like this, and then just a little bit of release. So it doesn't click. But now you can see there's a fade in here. But that fade in is not a problem, and it shouldn't be a problem. What you can do is just sample start, and then find a spot right here. And then you can use this right here to make your own fade in. So if you're dropping it in the track, it has a fade in that you can automatically use, and it makes it very easy, especially for intros and outros and stuff. But in other situations, you can make your own fade in. Yeah, sounds pretty good. Down an octave. Nice, let's layer it. add some effects to make this part very stereo, but this can go right into 24. You see I have my drums and sound effects going right here, and then the instruments and other things happening right here. This is going to be the pad. Oh, there's something already in 24. What did I put in 24? I'm not naming my stuff. Oh, this is the bass, of course. I see it right there. This is why you got it. This is why I have to name my things. Bass. And this right here is the pad. I was wondering why it sounded compressed. Let's make sure that this is EQ'd. Let's see, the fundamental of the vocal is probably sitting around this range. Let's have a look.
But I can't lie, I'm losing my cool. I'm losing my cool. I can't live with losing you.
Yeah, it's happening around 250, so I'm going to take a little bit of 250 out of the pad. This is kind of how you do this style of mixing. Yeah, 250. Maybe a little bit right here as well. And now I'm going to pull up Serum Effects again so we can add, I don't know if I'm going to add delay. It's all pretty atmospheric, but I do want to add some chorus like I did before. Maybe some flanging and phasing. And then reverb. Let's add width. Yeah. So we got reverb. Yeah, I'm not going to put delay. And then let's layer it in and see how it sounds. I'm going to have to make room here. See if I can keep it organized. See if I can keep my sound effects and everything else sort of in the same area. Yeah, I can take this down here. Might be a little loud.
But I can't lie, I'm losing my cool. I'm losing my cool.
Okay, there's a couple things I know we need, and that would be sub bass and side chaining. So I'm going to go ahead and make some sub bass. Sub bass in the form of an 808. I have kind of an old hip hop beat here. See, am I clipping much? A little much, or a little bit, but not too much going on here. So let's get an 808. Let's see, where can I find a good 808? Hype Trap. Maybe Hype Trap will have some good 808s. It might be a little heavy for what we're doing here. Of course, like it's Hype Trap. That makes sense. But bass hits? No, we want one shots. So they have their basses right there. I don't know if they'll be in this right here. Maybe there aren't 808s in here. That's okay, there are 808s other places as well. Yeah, it seems like they have their sub built into their basses, which is also a good way to do that. But let's see, tension, trap and hip hop. I've already been to trap and hip hop. I want to go a different place. Ah, I know what I can do. There's a good 808 preset that I can find in Essentials for Serum Volume 2. So let's go here. Essentials for Serum. There it is. And then it's like a clean, heavy 808. It's my favorite 808. Let's work with this. I can actually use the bass pattern I already have right here. It's just this little progression. And use that for the 808. But then again, I'm also going to want to layer it with the kick. Like have the kick layered, and I want to make little minute changes to things, you know? So actually I'm going to delete those. And let's solo just the kick and the snare. And let's go this up so we can hear it. Do this again. Thought there was a spot in there. Oh, I see. And I want to make sure this is on mono legato so we can do a little slide. That's really fun to do with 808s. Let's see what we got here. Cool. Sounds digital in that way. And let's see how it sounds low down now. We're gonna have to definitely boost this up. So 808, I'm gonna count this as kind of a drum. I'm going to go in here. This will be the 808. I can actually move this up a lot. Like this can be... That sounds pretty good. And let's lay this down. Yeah, it's already laid down. Awesome. It's not very loud. We're going to have to bring it up a little bit. Maybe the top harmonics. Maybe we can do that in the preset itself. Yeah, like that. See, I'm mixing very loud here, so actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to take everything that I have, literally all the way up to 40. I'm just going to turn it all down. And I can check how loud the bass is. So the kick's peaking a lot. I can peak the 808 even more. Let me see. Let's add a compressor. cool. And it does sound kind of muddy right now, but it's very clear as to why. There's no sidechaining going on at all here. That's a problem. So I'm going to go ahead and create a space for sidechain. Actually, this is the good part about working with pattern clips, is once I make a sidechain channel, I can add a sidechain trigger in FL Studio just right here inside the pattern. I'll show you how I can do that. I'm going to try to do it as quickly as possible. But let's see, is there anything docked to the right? Nope. So I'm just going to take any one of these and go, let's see, dock to the right. All right, I just like to do that. There's no real need to do that. But this is going to be the sidechain channel. So I'm going to call this sidechain channel, SCC. All right. And everything we want to go through the sidechain is going to be routed through here. So let's take, I know I want, the big hat can stay. So can the small hats, honestly. Well, no, I'm going to have the small hats go. So small hats going to be routed through here. Just got to route to this track only. Cymbals, I like the impact that the cymbals have. I'm not going to sidechain them. Downlifter, yeah, I kind of want to sidechain. 808, definitely want to sidechain. And the main vocals, piano can get sidechained. Strings, I like the way the strings hit without the sidechain. I'm not going to sidechain. I'm going to sidechain the bell. The bass definitely gets sidechained, and the pad definitely gets sidechained. Alright, so now we have a list of things that we want to sidechain. They're all getting routed to here, which is getting routed through the master. So now what we're going to do is take a limiter. I want the fruity limiter right here. I don't know if we can go in a little over an hour. We're good. And then make sure no ceiling. And then I'm going to create an automation clip for this gain. So we can just highlight a little spot right there and create automation clip. And now we can create our sidechain using this automation clip. So let's just take the kick and then something like that. And let's create this shape. It's a little strong. I don't want it to be quite that strong. There we go, that's a good shape. So now we just have our shape, right? And anywhere I put this pattern clip, it's going to be that shape, because that is the shape of the pattern clip. So an easy thing to do is just go into the kick pattern and then go all, find that sidechain and drop it down there. And now it's going to sidechain every time a kick happens. And if we ever want to kind of edit it a little more, all we have to do is go into this shape that we made and then just edit it and make any changes we want. So let's see how our mix sounds now.
Then I'll try, but I can't lie. I'm losing my cool. I'm losing my cool. I can't live with losing you. Then I'll try, but I can't lie. I'm losing my cool. I can't live with losing you.
Alright, that sounds pretty good. However, the kick sounds a little bare. Like, honestly, now that there's nothing layering over it, there's no high frequency, I want to layer something in the high frequency. It's just something kind of nice. So I'm going to see if we have some sort of percussion, maybe, or just maybe a really subtle hi-hat or something. Percussions. Maybe I can just use a little bit of Foley. That might be pretty nice. So let me edit this part and see what I can get from here. Let me see if that would work over the kick. be a nice layer. We're going to go unsorted, drop this in right there. I have a feeling that's going to work. I'm going to go ahead and route this into one as well, just so all of the kick is in one spot.
Then I'll try, but I can't lie. I'm losing my cool. I'm losing my...
It doesn't sound bad. I'm just going to go into this EQ. Maybe do that so we're not as sharp in the high end.
Then I'll try, but I can't lie. I'm losing my cool. I'm losing my cool. I can't live with losing you.
Alright, that sounds good. Now I'm going to do a little bit of editing to these vocals.
Then I'll try, but I can't lie.
Because this is going to be kind of the chorus. So I'm going to take this right here, I'm going to split it up and do this, and then I'm going to make this unique. And the first thing I'm going to do straight up is I'm just going to change the pitch of it. So I'm going to pitch this up 7 semitones, so we have a fifth.
Then I'll try, but I can't lie. I'm losing my cool. I'm losing my cool.
And I'm just going to use that as a layer real quick. Let me save this just so I know where everything's getting put. Alright, vocal editing, vocal processing. So I'm going to do that.
Then I'll try, but I can't lie. I'm losing my cool. I'm losing my cool.
This one's going to be subtle. It's not going to be very loud.
Then I'll try, but I can't lie. Then I'll try, but I can't lie. I'm losing my cool.
Nice. And then I'm going to make this unique again. I'm going to make another one. And this is going to go up an octave. Alright, stretching it out. There we go. It's going to go all the way. 12 semitones. It's going to sound very chipmunky, or at least I hope is what I'm going for. Let's see. Let's throw this into E2 speech. Yeah, let's do that with this one as well.
Then I'll try, but I can't lie. I'm losing my cool. I'm losing my cool. Can't live with losing you. Then I'll try, but I can't lie. I'm losing my cool. Can't live with losing you.
Alright, I think that sounds pretty good. Let me go back to this acapella. Sometimes the acapellas might come with some ad-libs. So let's see. Let's see, who was this? I forget who we took. We took Omar. Alright, so let's see if Omar has any ad-libs. Doesn't look like it, but maybe we can take some ones from other people as well, because we are in E. E minor.
Yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh.
That is awesome. I love that. Yes, yes. Ah, it didn't work so great. Alright. Just have to make sure that it is sort of in rhythm. And let's throw this on E2 speech, and we might have to stretch this out a little bit. definitely using that somewhere.
Then I'll try, but I can't lie. I'm losing my cool. I'm losing my cool. Can't live with losing you. Then I'll try.
Yes. I'm happy about that. Sounds pretty cool. We're going to throw this into 26. This is going to be, and then we're actually going to move 26 because I want the vocals to be together. It's going to be, just call this MISC vocals, because this is going to be all like the background stuff. I'm going to put that right by the main vocals. It sounds a little stretched when you just play it by itself. When it's not just by itself, like when it's with everything else, it sounds very good. So we're going to make it a little bit weaker. It's going to be a little more distant, and we're going to do this with serum effects as well. We got the chorus. Going a little heavier on the chorus for this one. Delay a little bit. And then reverb. We're going to go plate for this one. Up with the width. Yeah, it sounds very nice. Now we have to find another one. It's awesome. It's so long though. Let's take that one. What was this routed into? 21. That's where I moved it. Let's go 21. And we're going to have to stretch it out a little bit. Let's throw this on E2 speech. I like using E2 speech for vocals. It sounds a lot cleaner. And we're going to fade the stereo again so it goes like left to right. And then I'm going to swap it. There we go.
Can't live with losing you. Then I'll try. Can't live with losing you. Then I'll try, but I can't lie. I'm losing my cool. Can't live with losing you.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Then I'll try, but I can't lie. I'm losing my cool.
What I'm actually going to do next is I'm going to try doing a little bit of vocal chops, or maybe I can find a vocal loop that will work with this. I might not be able to find the vocal loop because that can get kind of difficult if you're trying to take a vocal loop and put it against something that you've already made that already has its own progression and pattern and melody and stuff like that. But using like vocal chops might be good. So you gotta refresh this chat. Album sounds great. Very airy. Yeah, it is very airy. I like it a lot. So maybe I can create a vocal chop. Let's see. An hour, 50 minutes. We have time. We have time to do this. We can do this. This won't take too long. There already is some vocal loops here. See, we are in 150. These are going to be very different though. The thing is, if we pitch this in place, I don't think it would sound bad. Like, I don't think it's going to fit the way that the other ones are. We're probably going to have to make our own. I just want to see how this one fit. This is F sharp, so we're going to have to go down 2 to be in E. If I'm not mistaken, maybe I'm just dumb.
Can't live with losing.
Oh, that actually works really well. That worked really well. I'm not gonna lie. I think I am gonna make another one, but like I still am going to make another one just because I want to, and I think it will work better. But that worked out pretty alright. It's just a little too high energy. Like there's just a little too much going on, so I'm not gonna go with that. But that sounded cool. I kind of liked that. Let's take this vocal and let's see if we can't throw it into Fruity Slicer to make a vocal chop loop. Unsorted. Let's go right here. Where's Fruity Slicer? I always forget. Can never find it. There it is. Fruity Slicer. These vocals. Edit in audio editor. And then what we're going to do is just pick a spot that I want to chop up.
If it's a real love, then I'll try, but I can't lie. I'm losing, I can't, but I can't lie. I'm losing my cool, and I'll try. If it's a real love, then I'll try. Girl, you got me. It ain't me doing, baby. You must think like that. If it's a real,
I'm going to take this. Let me delete this part.
if it's a real love, then I'll try, but I can't lie. I'm losing my.
So I'm going to delete this as well. And so we just have this.
If it's a real love, if it's.
I'm actually going to delete this part as well because it's not very useful. Kind of want to start it on a good note.
It's a real, it's a real love, then I'll try, but I can't lie.
Make sure that the blank spaces are cut out. Tempo does not matter when we're doing this right here. It really does not at all.
Then I'll try, but I can't lie.
Nice. All right, let's throw that in here.
It's
Okay, first thing we need to do is hit play to end.
a real love.
And then we're going to need more chops in here. There aren't nearly enough chops, so let's kind of edit these. These add more chops. This adds a lot more chops.
It's a real love.
But you're hearing all that clicking. That's from a couple of things. First off, this decay, as you can see, it's trying to kind of decay these areas.
It's a real love.
I don't want that, especially not with the attack.
It's a real love.
There's also some, I don't even know what this technically is, just this TS.
It's a real love.
Tension or something. You want to make sure that's just on 0. And then, or 100% in this case. And then you want to declick. And you can see that unfaded, that little area.
It's a real love.
So now, as long as we're playing to end,
It's a real love.
we can hold it for as long as we want. And that sets us up really well to do some proper vocal chops. Now, we know we're already in key. We can ignore all of this. We really don't need all of this. That's it trying to do some good.
It's a real love.
And it doesn't work out very well. So we can delete that and try to make some sort of loop.
I can't
Okay, just trying to make some sort of progression that I can kind of follow in my mind. Okay, that sounds kind of interesting. Let's go with that. None of those work perfectly, but that's okay. And then I have an idea. We can go. Then we pitch this one right here up. Like that. And then we can duplicate it and make changes so it doesn't get too boring. And then we can pitch this one down. Trying to get that pitch right is tricky because it doesn't always snap perfectly. But we got a basic loop here. Nope, I want to do it with this one. And we're going to make sure that when I'm doing these little chops, I know this is probably getting weird, just sounding over and over and over again in your head, but I'm almost done here. With these little chops, I'm going to shorten them. Yeah, I want to move that down. Let's see, does this work with the progression that we have? Because it's a nice loop, but I don't know if it goes with the chords. It should, because it's like the vocals that I'm using, and the vocals go with the chords. Let's just make sure. Yeah, that actually works out really well. I'm happy with that. And now we gotta affect it. I have a chain that I like using for vocal chops. So I'm just gonna go ahead and load that up and show you what it is that's in the chain. It's going to be my vocal chops chain. It's what I use to create the chops that are in the Ultimate MIDI collection anyway. There's a sale for the gross beat. Anyone wants to pick that up, you can do that. That's nice. But I do not own it yet. So this is going into 22. There we go. Vocal chops. Come on, Serum Effects. There we go. Alright, so I got some hyperdimension and some chorus going on here. And yeah, those are adding just a little bit of width to the vocal chops because there is nothing else supporting. Sound goodizer, I'm actually going to take down a little bit. And then we have this. Just taking out the nasally regions. Make sure you don't high pass too much. Normally I'm working with female vocals for this, so I can high pass a little higher, but with male vocals it tends to go a little lower. That's just compressing it, and then the loudness meter, which I actually don't need. That was just when I was exporting them for other projects. But now I have to add reverb and other things, so I can just do this inside the Serum Effects. I like the plate reverb a lot because it's very smooth. Now it's getting compressed right now, so it's not very smooth, but sounds really good. Let's see how it blends. These vocals will have to like slide together. So I'm just gonna listen to everything we got. And maybe I'll throw a quick intro in there. Like it. I'm gonna have to add some more effects though because it sounds too much like the original. I'm gonna have to make it sound just maybe more robotic or something. Alright, and I know I'm gonna have to layer it like with an octave. I wish I had Little Altar Boy right now, but I don't. That's not a plugin that I own yet. So all I'm gonna do is just export this right here. I'm gonna highlight just this, minus the sound or the processing, and then I'm going to pitch it up and down like I did the well, not down, but I'm going to pitch it up like I did the other vocal in making the layers. Why did it not record on play? No. Well, oh, of course, because I stopped these. Can't do that. Now record on play. Cool. Take these, and I'm going to drag this and drop this in right here, and this will go into the same track that I just recorded it on. So let's delete this. We don't need that anymore. And this is going into 22. So route this into 22. And now let's go E2 speech Also, let's mute that. And now let's pitch it up. Should we do an octave? Maybe, but I want to try the fifth first. And you know what? We're going to do both the exact same way that we did the other vocals. I know I was trying to make it sound different, but it actually sounds really good the way that I did it with the other ones. I'm going to go right here, and I'm going to make this unique. No, I want to go right here and make this unique. There it is. Okay. And let's pitch this up an octave.
I'm losing my cool. Can't live with losing you. Now try. I'm losing my cool. Can't live with losing you. Now try.
Actually, maybe these can come in the second time. See, the ad-lib sounds very airy. Nice. Sorry, my chat doesn't refresh. I gotta refresh it myself. Well, I'm doing good. Let's see it. When you apply reverb. Yeah, the reverb works good. I'll send that vocal chain. I just show you the vocal chain, but I can show you again. In there to signal the new vocal chops. Some synth underneath. I could layer it with a synth. You got to be careful that you don't overpower the vocal chops with the synth. Try third harmonies. Yeah, thirds can be interesting. Thirds can only go in like specific areas that I have found. You know what I'm saying? Like most of the chords right now involve just a basic, the first, third, and the fifth triad. But I could try that synth underneath. Put that I'm losing my cool and repeat it. You repeat the I'm losing my cool. If you're talking about here, then I kind of see what you're saying with the delay, but I have an ad-libs kind of filling up that area. What I want to do is what the other person suggested and just show the vocal chain. I'm assuming you're talking about this. And I just showed it, but I can show it again. This is just a Serum Effects. I have hyper dimension here. Added a good bit of dimension with actually no chorus. I ended up turning the chorus off because I have so much dimension and expanding going on. Makes it sound thick and juicy with a delay and a reverb just here in Serum. A little bit of sound goodizer. I used the sound goodizer. Doesn't sound bad. Sounds good. And then an EQ. Taking out kind of the nasally frequencies. Doesn't sound that great, so I take around there at 2K. And just a limiter. Just taking care of the top, and that's pretty much it. Alright, looked like the stream glitched there for a minute, but looks like we're good now. But we do definitely need to signal that the vocal chops are coming in. Maybe if I just delete that try, that might sound even better. It's on the one vocal compression. Someone said thirds on the one is what I was reading. Let's see. Oh, perfect. Thanks. You're welcome. The vocal compression or the vocal chain. See, this already isn't the root. Now, I think a third on the one. Part of me thinks it would sound out of place. It's kind of, it can be difficult to start with thirds on the one, or just anything other than the root on the one. If you do, I usually go like a fifth or a seventh. Thirds can be a little bit difficult with a progression like this, but I almost think that I can just do. Oh, I have another idea. Maybe just trying to nail this transition before we end or go anywhere else. So I just want to get this right here, and I want to chop this off, and then I'm going to actually turn off the delay, just the reverb, and then let's actually record this out. I want to just take this Edison like that, and then delete that, and let me just drag this in right here, and then I can reverse it, so we have a kind of a reverse reverb effect that we can work with. And if I make sure to add a little fade here so it doesn't have any clicking, then that might sort of solve this issue. Let's see if that works. Hey, that actually worked pretty well. Yeah, I see what someone's saying about a synth, especially right here. We need some, like, something different coming in right here, so I'm going to add a synth right here. I don't want to make it too strong because I can't overpower everything else. I just want something subtle. So, some kind of synth. Let's see. I know we have the essentials for Serum, but see, there should be some more sounds for Serum in here. Let's see. These seem to be, these seem to be samples. Let's see, trance presets for Serum. Maybe we can find some trance presets. Maybe we can find a trance like a lead or a pluck or something to use as a synth. So let's see what we got. Oh, they already have samples of everything. Serum. That's the noises. Let's go presets. Psytrance lead, psychedelic. Zaps. Let's try these trance leads. Now, I don't think that would cut through. Sounds pretty similar. It's a little plucky. Yeah, maybe not that. It's pretty distorted. I like it a lot, but not for this one. I like this. At least we can use it for the time being. Smooth on the try part. Let's see. Let me just hear what a third would sound like on the try part. If we just had the piano. Oh, nope, don't mess with that, please. Yeah. It doesn't sound bad, but it doesn't quite have the, with the third, it doesn't quite have the vibe or the inspiration that I'm really looking for. Yeah, I like that a lot. Do need to mix it in. Do need to mix it in because it doesn't fit in perfectly, but I'm going to take it down here. I'm going to merge the pattern clips, and then I'm going to take it back up here so I can make some changes to this last bit. Yeah, I like going down to this one right here. It has kind of just that major tone to it. Nice. And then maybe I can make this sort of like swirl and phase around the stereo field and the spectrum. I like where this is going. I like where this is going. We don't have a ton of time left, but that is okay. That is totally okay. Because I can get this done. And then we can maybe throw together something kind of like an intro. It might be a little basic, but just kind of an intro. And this will be, this is a soft lead. Let's pull up Pancake again. Let's make it subtle. And then we got to make this swirl, so maybe Fruity Phaser would be better for this than the Serum Phaser. Mix in the phaser because it's not a thing that's right in the front. We still want the vocal chops to be kind of front and center, but this is a good backing lead. Alright, and a last little bit of cymbals. I just need maybe like a ride or an open hi-hat just subtly in the background, and then I promise we'll get to this intro. These are great hi-hats, but they're not open. So let me get a different one. Mega drums. Let's go into mega drums. There's a lot of stuff in here. Close hi-hats, open hi-hats. These are also very good. I could take those. Let me see what they have for rides. Yeah, I want to take this ride. put this almost everywhere. Has a little bit of click at the front. Don't really like that. There we go. But well, I gotta sidechain him anyway, so what does it really matter? It's gonna be the ride in 11. 11. See, right on. Okay, man, I'm in E. And this will go through the side chaining. And we need some reverb. Also, the snare isn't quite heavy enough, but that's okay. Wait a second, have I been playing double the strings each time? Wait, no, I haven't. I haven't even put the strings pattern down. What am I doing? Yeah, here's the strings pattern. Let's see, with pattern 4? Yeah, with pattern 4. Yeah, I've been just layering it with the piano. I don't want that. I don't want it in the piano pattern. So I'm just going to cut it from the piano pattern. And then let's add this right here. Something just got in my eye. Jeez. And let's layer the strings everywhere they were before. So you want them to keep going.
But I can't doing, baby, you must think that I've been clueless. Darling, don't know who you think you're fooling. It ain't me though.
Alright.
You do this, do
Maybe we could take this as well. And just take this over here.
do this. Call me up and ask me at the blue, yeah. Girl, you got me feeling like I'm losing it.
Yeah, for real, I got something serious in my eye. Time out, my bad. Whew, alright. Man, my eyes are mad watering. Jeez.
Do this. Call me up and ask me at the blue, yeah. Girl, you got me feeling like I'm losing.
Let's see. Yeah, this would go up to E. Maybe we could layer it right here.
Do this. Call me up and ask me at the blue, yeah. Girl, you got me feeling like I'm losing it. If it's real love, then I'll try. But I can't lie. I'm losing my cool with losing you. And I'll try, but I can't lie.
Alright.
Doing, baby, you must think that.
Now that I have that done, I can move this away from the one and I can kind of drag this out.
What you doing, baby, you must think that I've been clueless. Darling, don't know who you think you're fooling. It ain't me though. And you do this. Call me up and ask me at the blue, yeah. Girl, you got me feeling like I'm losing it. What you doing, baby, you must think that I've been clueless.
See, there's too much movement here. We just want this.
What you doing, baby, you must think that I've been clueless. Darling, don't know who you think you're.
I want to make sure that this piano is aligned right. If the piano isn't perfect, that's almost better, because then it's not quite as realistic, or it's not quite as fake.
Doing, baby, you must think that I've been clueless. Darling, don't know who you think you're fooling.
Let's see. What's the pump with it? That staccato part, I really like it. Thanks.
Do this. Call me up and ask me at the blue, yeah.
See, maybe the strings can come in here.
Do this. Call me up and ask me. Do it. You do this. Call me up and ask me at the blue. Do this. Call me up and do this. Call me up.
Nah. Let's see.
Do this. Call me up and
No,
ask me
definitely
at the
not. Need to figure out stuff to go in the intro. See, we have the pads.
Do this. Call me up and ask me at the blue, yeah. Do it. Then I'll try. But I can't lie. I'm losing.
Yeah. Quick clap. Throw that in with the snare for more power. This is going to go into 2.
Then I'll try. But I can't lie.
The next thing we need is some kind of snap. I want a snap. I know I want a snap. And I think... is there some in Future Bass? There may be. Snares, claps, and snaps. That's a good snap.
Do this. Do this. Do this. Do this. Call me up and do this. Call me up and ask me at the blue, yeah. Girl, you got me feeling like I'm losing it.
I mean, it definitely needs to be louder. It needs to be stronger. So let's throw this into 12. 12, I think I just put down 2 snaps in that one spot. Yeah, I did.
Do this. Call me.
So let's definitely add, whatever sound good as her. We just need it to be loud. There's no science to that.
Got me feeling like I'm losing it. If it's a real love, then I'll try. What you doing? Baby, you must think that I've been clueless. Darling, don't know who you think you're fooling. It ain't me though. You do this. Call me up and
Nah, not that one. It's a little heavy. Let's take a slightly lighter cymbal, or maybe just a sound effects. No, not a sound effects. It's a lighter cymbal from Mega Drums. Not the claps. Rides, yeah. Forget which one I'm already using. That one's a good one.
what you do. You do this. You do this. Call me up and ask me.
And then like a bunch of reverb and maybe some ping pong delay. This will go into, I already routed something into 12. What went into 12? The snaps. Let's call this snap. And then 13 will be this small cymbal. Let's see, really like it. Cool. Main part, add try. Maybe the intro and a reverse vocal. Reverse vocal is a good idea. Let's see. It goes in the main part, add try.
Then I'll try. But I know you do this.
Let's see, well, try already comes in for the main part, so I think we'll be good there. Just want to make sure the cymbal has enough room that it doesn't come out of nowhere.
You do this.
Just
Call me up and ask me
like that. So slower than that.
up and ask me at the blue. You do this, call me up and you do this, call me up and ask me.
Used to be louder.
You do this, call me up and ask me at the blue. Doing what you doing, baby, you must think. You do this, call me up and ask me at the blue.
And then we get a riser in here. I'm trying to kind of do this double time so we can end on a decent time because we're running out of time here, but that's okay. Because I know what we can do, and I know exactly there's one thing in here in the Future Bass Essentials. There's one sound effect, which is water. It sounds very nice, very juicy. I want to reverse it. So we can go like this, then have this as a riser. And I'm going to turn it down a lot.
And I'll try, but I can't lie. I'm losing. If it's real love, then I'll try.
And have that be the transition. And then I can get water again. Then this water can kind of be the downlifter.
If it's real love, then I'll try, but I can't lie. I'm losing my cool. I'm losing my cool. Can't live with losing you. And I'll try, but I can't lie. I'm losing my cool. Can't live with losing you. I'll try.
I got it. This lead can go somewhere in the intro.
What you doing? Baby, you must think that I've been clueless. Darling, don't know who you think you're fooling. It ain't me though. You do
Yeah, and all I'll do is I'll add like a low pass filter so it's a lot less apparent.
doing. Baby, you must think that I've been clueless. Darling, don't know who you think you're doing.
Yeah, this is a good idea. So let's create this automation clip. And let's just make it down here. And we can cut this end right here.
Doing, baby, you must.
It's almost like a sort of lead-like pad. Like that.
What you doing? Baby, you must think that I've been clueless. Darling, don't know who you think you're fooling. It ain't me though.
Could I add this little impact?
What you doing? Baby, you must think that I've been clueless.
The impact needs a little bit more reverb though. So let me just add a tail. There we go.
Do this, call me up and what you doing? Baby, you must think that I've been clueless. Darling, don't know who you think you're fooling. It ain't me though. You do
Add it on every bar.
Call me up and ask me at the blue, yeah. Girl, you got me feeling like I'm losing it. If it's real love, then I'll try. Do
I could add the vocal, like the tri vocal that I had right there, and add that in the background. so I can like make unique and then reverse that back.
Try doing, baby.
So it's made unique. So now let's low pass it.
Doing, baby, you must think that I've been clueless. Darling, don't know who you think you're fooling. You do this, call me up and ask me at the blue, yeah. Girl, you gotta ask me at the blue, yeah. Girl, you got me feeling like I'm losing it.
Yeah. Maybe that could just be a subtle background layer to almost as an intro to, first of all, the main chorus and then the vocal chop part as well.
Feeling like I'm losing it.
What if I pitched it up an octave?
What you doing, baby? What you doing, baby? You must think that I've been clueless. Darling, don't know who you think you're fooling.
Yeah, it doesn't sound great.
What you doing, baby? You must think that I've been clueless. Darling, don't know who you think you're fooling.
It's very subtle.
It ain't me though. You do this, call me up and ask me at the blue, yeah. Girl, you got me feeling like I'm losing it. If it's real love, then I'll try.
Alright, that didn't sound bad. I'm gonna go ahead and add this reverse cymbal.
Call me up and ask me at the blue, yeah.
Gonna need another thing to go along with the snaps though, because they're not quite loud enough and strong enough on their own. And I think it's going to be this. So I'm just gonna straight up drag this here.
Call me up and ask me at the blue, yeah. Girl, you got me feeling like I'm losing it. If it's real love, then I'll try. But I can't lie. Do this.
And lastly, I think a sub drop. I think there were better sub drops in, let's see, where was it? Tension? Whooshes, downshifters, yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna take that one. I'm gonna throw this in right there, subtle. That one's a little longer.
Do this, call me up and ask. You do this, call me up and ask me at the blue, yeah. Girl, you got me feeling like I'm losing it. If it's real love, then I'll try. But I can't lie.
I think that sounds pretty good. I think, yeah, yes, it's perfect. It's filling those empty spaces.
Doing fooling.
I think a lot of the spaces that it's filling weren't necessarily empty, but it is good in the sense, especially like when it's pitched up like that, it sort of prepares the listener for everything that's coming next. And I think on that note, we're good. It's not an entire track, it's not a complete full thing, but then again, that would take a long time, and I am trying to make this an efficient live stream, and we're about at the time that I was shooting for. Yeah, we've been going for a little over 2 hours, or at least as it says so right here on my OBS. So I think we're pretty much good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to throw it a little bit harder through the master.
What you doing?
See if I can't get a little more volume.
But I can't lie. I'm losing my cool. Can't live with losing.
Cool. And I think that sounds pretty good. And I'm just going to do a last playthrough of everything we got here. And then we should be good for this stream, just so we can listen to everything we have. Keep in mind that everything that I have used here, every single sound here, has been done with some of the packs from the Black Friday sale. From the sale of the packs that come with this, because there's a ton of new packs that come with the Black Friday sale. If you go over to the Ghost Hack website, You can check out the sale. There's a little button at the top wherever you are on our website that'll bring you there, and a little video that has me explaining how it goes on. There's a lot of awesome stuff. It's not going to be there forever to make, so make sure to check it out. And here is the track we made.
What you doing? Baby, you must think that I've been clueless. Darling, don't know who you think you're fooling. It ain't me though. You do this. Call me up and ask me at the blue, yeah. Girl, you got me feeling like I'm losing it. If it's real love, then I'll try. But I can't lie. I'm losing my cool. I'm losing my cool. I can't live with losing you. And I'll try, but I can't lie. I'm losing my cool. I can't live with losing you. I'll try.
All right. I'm happy with those results. I'm happy with what we came up with. I think it worked out pretty well, and it's a lot of fun messing around with the sounds in those packs. Anytime I need anything, it seems like there's something right there, just like at my fingertips to provide more inspiration, along with help from you guys. That's enough to create a complete song. Yeah, it's true. Once I have this right here, this is the majority of the work done to make a song. Like anything else would be just different iterations of the things that I have here, and maybe just like a couple of different things, but there's already enough instruments for this to be pretty much good. So I think we're all good. Thank you guys for sticking around the stream. Everyone who stayed. It seems like there's not many people right now, but it seems like we got a decent amount of viewers. Had fun doing this. Don't forget to go to the website. Like I said before, it's not going to be there forever. I can't push it enough. There's some really good packs. I was impressed with what a lot of the other sound designers came up with too. It's extremely useful. It's a lot of stuff for you. All right. Thank you guys for sticking around for this stream. I had a bunch of fun, and I will see you in the next video. Happy producing.